Ted, what's this weekend been all about?
Heritage. In a word, it's been a celebration of the ministry of the building and the significance of the building in this community and in honour of God and his purposes in society. And it's been wonderful.
And there's been a lot of people here on both days. Attendance has been as expected, better than, what would you say?
Well, better than. Shrawley is a village of about 200 people, and we've seen far more than that come through the church over this weekend. So that's terrific.
How many people have been involved with putting this on? Are there any outstanding names that have been doing stuff for the church and for this particular event?
Well, actually, as you're videoing me, I'm surrounded by friends of the church, and the main thing is to say that I haven't done a lot over this, they will say, is that all the work's been done by lay people of the village and friends of the church, and I think it's stunning. If you pan around the room, you will see the quality and the professionalism and the care and attention that's gone into this weekend.
And I understand there's some more events later in the year, and something specifically revolving around the 11th of November, is that correct?
Well, of course, it's the centennial commemoration of First World War armistice. We're hoping to have services in every church in our group of churches and across the deanery at the same time to remember that and to pray for peace, and also to remember those who have given their lives in the cause of freedom.
Caroline, to start with you, it looks like there's been an awful lot of work going on over the last few weeks, really, and I'm sure over months probably before
We
that.
started thinking about it about 6 months ago, and I think we've probably been working on it for the last 4 months between us all, compiling all the information, the photographs. But I have to say on a personal note, it's been quite a labour of love because it's been genuinely interesting to look at the history of this building, which I've known all my life, but has made me look at it fresh and enjoy it in a slightly different way, I think.
Well, this church in one form or another has been here for nearly 1,000 years now, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
And overlooks where I live as well, so I see it every morning. And you've covered every century really since it was built.
Yes, we have. I mean, we did find when we were doing the research that some centuries had more information than others. But yes, it's been genuinely interesting to do all this work, and between us, I hope we've covered on a relatively superficial level. We've had a good go at covering everything that's been involved in this building.
And I think I've probably thought more about the people than the building, which is odd because having been church warden here, you're then responsible for the physical building. But actually what it's really brought home to me is just thinking about all the people who down the centuries have seen this building and they've seen it change and they've adapted. And it's quite easy for us to think that this building's always been like this, and that we're the only ones grappling with trying to keep the roof from leaking or trying to improve it by putting in a toilet. But actually you think about it and you realise that all through the centuries people have been worrying about this, and people have seen this building change and they've seen the use of it change and they've seen it meet their needs in different ways, and it's probably left some people behind each time it's changed and other people have embraced it. And so for me that's been really interesting to learn about.
Don, you're the closest. You live closest to this building.
I do. Yes.
And you're the man with the keys that let me in this morning.
Yes.
And well, first of all, a question I've always wanted to ask, because I live next door, but I'm lower down.
Yeah.
Do you get much of a lie-in when there's services on in the morning? Because it's quite. Those bells
no.
must be quite loud for you.
I'm here about 2 hours before everybody else. But no, I've been involved in drawing up the timeline, which the others have used to write the text. And I've discovered all sorts of things about the church that, or about not just the parish, but about the diocese and about all the bishops and all the misdemeanors.
Well, that sounds intriguing.
Story for another day.
It is indeed.
Is that what we're going to do next year? The misdemeanours of this parish.
That might need on the weekend.
That That might draw the crowd.
Yes, if we advertised it as the misdemeanors of Shrawley.
John, so your title, I think, from the website that I administer, is
Tower
Captain,
Tower Captain.
which is quite an interesting title, but it primarily revolves around the bells and ringing off.
Absolutely, yes. We've had a lot of interest in the bells this weekend from all sorts of people. The young children you can hear rushing around have all had a go and have been fascinated by it, as have the adults. And the webcam we've had in the corner has been an absolute treat, actually. Fascinating, again, for all the visitors. And everyone, I think, yeah.
Yes.
Even those of us that ring regularly have been quite surprised by the webcam and sort of looking at it and thinking, oh yeah, that's how it all works up there when I pull on this end.
So that's my role as much as anything. But I'm a practical person, putting up this exhibition and.
Yes, without John, we'd
have struggled.
We'd have struggled.
And also, I mean, I see you up here cutting lawn and
we do a bit of that as well.
quite a bit of grass cutting and the old bonfire here and there.
We do. Yeah, we keep it all running. Hopefully, shipshape.
Empty the gutters.
Clear the gutters. Yes, clear up the rubbish.
And so the next big thing is going to be the memorial, the remembrance services.
Remembrance, yes, which falls on a Sunday this year, as you know.
We also have Harvest Festival on the 23rd before that.
And we've got a dedication of a new bench.
Yes.
As part of, in fact, the Second World War.
Yeah.
Yes, which will be nice. Mrs. Sheila Thompson's first husband is being remembered with a bench in the churchyard, which will be quite an event, I'm told. So
Wonderful. Okay, well, I mean, I'm sure that all the local residents of Shrawley will like to thank you and your colleagues for all the work that you've put into this, and I know that you've had a lot of people around this weekend, and I'm sure they've all learned something from their visit, including consumption of cakes at the end. Which
well, thank everybody for coming along to look at the exhibition. It's all the comments in the visitors' book and the comments I've heard have been very favourable, and it's been lovely, actually, lovely weekend.
We must say actually that the piece about the First World War was done by the Shrawley Historical Society. They put up the flags, they've done all these decorations here and brought up the war roll from the village hall. So, we are very grateful to them for doing that and providing the soldiers up there and the soldiers outside. So, they have worked also very hard to help make the whole exhibition, look wonderful.
And I know there's quite a lot of information regarding Shrawley's history and also the organisations and clubs and societies and everything else on the Shrawley website, so people can visit that.
Yeah.
There is, yeah.
Well, thanks very much for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.
Thank you
For your help as well.
Pleasure.
Yes, the webcam has been a huge
Wonderful
success.
Thank you.
Yeah.